Hello crafty people, welcome back to my channel. This is Trisha Career Minds Creations, and today, this Saturday, I'm going to be sharing with you week 4 of our craft kit collaboration that I have going on with a few other ladies here on YouTube. And I'm hosting this collaboration in my group on Facebook at Crafty Manipulators. And so again, we are on week 4, and this week we had to make bows. And the requirement for the bows is that they had to be no smaller than 2 inches, and they had to have an elaborate middle or center, and possibly 2 layers if it's possible to do that with the die or whatever SVG or file or whatever you were using. So this is what I come up with for this week, and I was going to use the die. I actually did use a die, but I didn't use it for the actual bow that I did, because I wanted my bows to be there. They was exactly 2 inches, but I wanted it to be bigger. And this is the bow that I not bow, but the die that I used. And what I did is that I cut it in black cardstock, took a picture of it, and see, this is the actual size of it finished. Well, cut. This is how big it is cut. Okay, and again, once it's, you know, you measure this is exactly 2 inches or a little over, but I didn't want it to be that tiny. So what I did was I took the picture of that, and then I sent it to myself, because I took it on my phone, took the picture to my, took the picture on my phone, then I sent it to myself in Messenger. Well, I do that a lot when I want to get something on my computer or laptop or whatever. And so I then uploaded it into Cricut Design Space, and I made it larger, and this is how big it is now. And so I did make it 2 layers. I did an offset for the center part, and then I cut it out on my Cricut, because another reason I did it this way is because I didn't feel like die cutting, running the die through my big big kick multiple times. So I did it on my Cricut. Starting to use my machines more, so yeah. So this is what I came up with, and my elaborate center is I added some tulle gathered in the middle, and I also used this punch. I don't know who it's by, but yeah, I used this punch, and I used the paper DCWV. It's an old stack, the Preppy Princess. I have a lot of stacks of paper that I need to use up, and so, but it's still, I mean, it's old paper, outdated paper, or I won't say outdated, I don't know what you want to call it, but anyway, you can still make it look pretty. So this is what I did for my bows this week. And again, I did 2 layers, because normally when I do this, with this die, I will cut it again, and then I will cut off that little edge part at the dotted line right there, and then I have 2 layers. So I wanted to do that with this one, but because I can't get that offset the right way, the clean edge like that, I just went ahead and did this way. So I'll show you what it looks like in a minute, but I did it that way. And how I got the crown is I cut this, I punched it 4 times in white cardstock, and then 1 time with gold glitter. And I made my own embellishments, and I used some little pearls to decorate it and then jazz it up a little bit, so it's cute. And there's my elaborate or elegant center on my bow. And the reason I wanted to use, and when I used the Preppy Princess paper, I was going through my paper stacks like, what paper can I use this week? And I come up with that one, and then when I started doing it, I remembered that I had a punch. I said that would be cute, because then I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for the center. And when I remembered I had this crown punch, it worked perfectly. Okay, so this is the paper that I use. It's almost the crown is almost like my punch. So I remember you had that punch. And now I'm going to show you all the elements to it. Okay, so this is my center, and I just cut strips of this and I gathered it and then I twisted it and glued it in the middle so that it stay. So those are the centers for the middle of the first layer of the center. And then here is my 2 layers of the actual bow. Wait a minute. Yep, hold on, I gotta snip out the little piece. I don't like the way it's looking. Okay, and so here is the second layer for the tie part of the bow. That's 5 there, and then the second layer for the actual bow. And I cut that out of gold paper with the part you wrap around the center. I'll show you separately. So that's that one, and you can see that it's bigger. So that gives you an idea, guys. So sometimes when I buy dies, that's my intention of doing when I buy the die. If it's not big enough, I'll just punch it, take a picture of it, and put it in my computer to upload it as a SVG and Design Space. And that's what I come up with. See how much bigger that is? And I like this because you can make it any size you want after you do that. And so just let me make it a punch up. And there's the other part. And so we just layered it up with this. And there it goes. And you just assemble the bow as usual. So that's what I came up with that. And I am proud of this because I always want to do this. I mean, when I got this die a long time ago, years ago, that wasn't my intention to do what I did today. But I did eventually decide I want to do it with this die. So this collaboration gave me the sense to go ahead and do it when I got around to this particular craft that we had to do for this week. Okay, so that's that. He's going here. That there. Put those back in there. And with the crown, normally I probably would have just put the pearls in there separately and not added them to the crown, but I went ahead and did that part. No biggie. And so I'm going to show you my crowns that I did, my own little embellishments. I'm quite proud of these. And there's all my little crowns that I made. And again, I just punched them 4 times for the white cardstock and then 1 time for the glitter, the top piece. So I glued all the layers together. So it's a total of 5 layers. And then I added the little pearls. Again, it looks like this. So I love my bows. I'm going to make me some of these. And I did the same paper. I love the way these turned out. Okay, so guys, thanks for watching, and y'all go and look at the other ladies that see what they made for this week, what they come up with, and we have 1 more week for this collaboration, and then we're going to be swapping. So guys, that's what I have for this week. You all have a crafty day. Bye.